This question is about raising agents and has a helpful statement that sets the context. In this case, a student is researching physical methods of raising agents by preparing a range of dishes. It's important to notice and maybe underline the key term physical methods of raising, because if you select chemical or biological raising agents, you will not score any marks. Notice the question has two parts. Starting with part A, the instructions are to complete the gaps in the table by inserting, firstly on the left-hand column, a recipe or product, and the first one has been done for you, and therefore this is helpful and should guide your thinking. You should try and recall your own practical work on raising agents. Now you need to focus on the second column and give the method of aerating next to your chosen dish. Matching the method of trapping air to the dish is important, so take your time and think about it before completing the boxes. Notice there are 4 marks, so 2 for the recipe or product and 2 for the matching physical methods of aerating. Write carefully in the boxes. If you have to cross out your first answer, do it neatly and write your correct answer below. Part B of the question offers a further 2 marks and asks you to name and give an example of one other classification of raising agent. But be sure to underline and notice it cannot be biological. Take your time to think about the main classifications of raising agents and maybe look back at part A where physical and mechanical raising agents are mentioned. You're really being helped because the correct answer can't be the one in part A, mechanical physical, and it can't be biological as it's stated, not biological. Therefore, you've only got one option left, which will be chemical raising agent, the correct response. Now think of an example where chemical raising agents are used and name that product. So your answer should look like this: a recipe or product name on the left with the related physical method of adding air on the right. There are lots of answers that are possible, and so you will gain marks if the aeration method matches the recipe, dish or product. Here are 2 examples you could give for part A: Swiss roll, where aeration comes from whisking the eggs and sugar, and puff pastry, where careful folding and rolling traps air between the layers. Finally, the second part of the question will be completed with the classification chemical raising agents, with an example named such as baking powder used for scones.